He got his reps in a week.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bronco switch.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
You look at this Colt defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready?
First and 10, it's Richardson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before. Up the first. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Here's Richardson on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back to the air with Richardson. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They go play action with Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Stroud's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A give up the middle to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Check! Panther!
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now here's Stroud, and that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. But another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Colts had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Reload.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Able to slither by. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Richardson to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stroud working out of the gun. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. But he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Stroud. And And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Open man is Duvernay. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Duvernay, 35 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne...
He's got him in! Complete! Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have yet again retaken the lead.
Go, Reed, go!
It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Houston's offense taking over again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Judy. Still going. Touchdown, Texans. Jerry Judy, 54 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Looking left sideline is complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Richardson working from the gun. Flush to his... And he'll get into the end zone. And touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Stroud. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors, 70.
On 1st down, Richardson. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On the set.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's got it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hurt. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Ready.
On third down, it's Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Tyreek Hill on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
70, Cup 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And quickly they get to the line.
18, Buffalo 18.
On third down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 66 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
Dragon 60.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Okay, ready? Check, Panther. Unlock line. Shot alert.
Stroud. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Check. Ready?
They'll give this to Akers running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Kwity Paye in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard
19
line.
tight, 19 tight.
And Stroud now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, check that.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Reload, no.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
That's taken in by Duvernay. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Akers. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Indianapolis.
60 Maverick.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Richardson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Come on.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On second down, it's Stroud. That's complete to Mooney. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action. Stroud now. Open man is Duvernay. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things down. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Cup 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Richardson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Drag him 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
And Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Texans take over.
Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Kwity Paye in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Set to take the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Okay, ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Colts